Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me with another video. This is Dre. Now, I wanted to talk about this, and it's kind of an old story because this happened back in early December. It's now 2016, so haven't made a video, so I do apologize for those who are subscribed to my page. Been real busy working and playing video games, so there's no excuse. I need to keep up with my videos, keep up with my subscribers, keep up with my videos. Anyway, when I'm talking about the justice system, and how fucked up it is, I like to give an example, and the best example I can give here in the state of Texas, because there are two incidents that happened here in the state of Texas. One with a white guy, one with a black guy. Now, a lot of people are going to say, "Andre, you need to stop race baiting." No, when it comes to the justice system, there is a such thing as a new Jim Crow law. There's a lot of instances to where someone black is penalized for a similar crime that a white person might commit, but the penalty is much more harsh. And I wanted to talk about this. Now, back in 2013, in North Texas, white kid Ethan Couch, from a well-to-do family, he was at a party, got drunk, was driving, and on his way home or wherever he was going, he slammed his vehicle into a car that was on the side of the road. Someone was changing the tires and needed some sort of maintenance, and there were some other people that were helping, and he slammed into those people, killing 4. Now, for his trouble, for his indiscretion, he was given probation. And the reason being is because he was rich and he didn't know right from wrong. Because as a rich white kid, you know, of course, they have all the money in the world, so obviously they don't tell their kids punching someone or driving a car while drunk is the wrong thing to do. I mean, obviously, if he has a driver's license, there's certain things that you do for driver's ed, such as don't drink and drive, don't get high and drive, so because that's against the law. So you can't use that as an excuse. But again, because he's a rich white kid, they said that he only deserves 10 years probation. Now, fast forward 1 year later to either Austin or San Antonio, but there's a South by Southwest, I believe it was in Austin, Texas, 2014, around May of 2014. Black guy, Rashad Owens, he was evading the police, driving a car, and he drove into where the festival goers were, and he ran into a crowd of people, killing 4 people. Now, for his discretion, he got sentenced recently, and he got sentenced to life in prison. Now, we're talking 2 instances where a black guy and a white guy committed vehicular homicide. And the white guy, because he's rich, and I understand when you're rich, you can get out of jail almost at no cost or with just a slap on the wrist. And a lot of people will say, well, O.J. Simpson had money, he got a slap on the wrist. Maybe he did it, maybe he didn't. But we're not trying to try the O.J. case. He's in jail right now for some stupid shit that he did, isolated away from that. And that's neither here nor there. But when we're talking about Ethan Couch and Rashad Owens, Ethan Couch, he gets 10 years probation. Rashad Owens gets life in prison. Now, on top of that, this past December, Ethan Couch, he failed to communicate or contact his probation officer, and him and his mother fled. So, knowing that you're on probation, knowing that you have to report to the probation officer to adhere to the terms and conditions for the probation, his mother aided and abetted him in his escape. They went to Mexico, they went to Puerto Vallarta, and they got caught. Now, in CNN, they just said that the mother just arrived back in Texas. Don't know if Ethan Couch is still in Mexico, because I know Mexico has very different extradition laws, but I guess they're trying to hire a high-priced lawyer in Mexico before he returns. But you have an instance where they claim that the white kid doesn't know right from wrong, but he drives while high and drunk and kills 4 people. And then when he's on probation, he knows that he's evading the police, but they're saying that he didn't know right from wrong. And wrong is knowing that if you don't check in with your probation officer, there's going to be an additional penalty or something else that's going to happen. So the justice system is fucked up. Here he is getting 10 years probation. I'm talking about Ethan Couch, for killing 4 people. You have 4 families and 4 people who are deceased, long buried now, and people that are grieving. And to sit in a courtroom and hear this kid kills my family member, and for that he only gets probation, as opposed to Rashad Owens, who is sitting in a courtroom and gets sentenced to life in prison. And the family members, they get to give their closing statements about the tragedy that was committed and how it's negatively impacted their family. And they got to tell him, I hope that while you're sitting in jail, you get to reflect on what you did, because you ruined our family. But for Ethan Couch, the family's got to say, you ruined our families, and you motherfucker, all you get is a slap on the wrist. And then to make matters worse, he evades criminal justice and goes to Mexico. And that's a further slap in the face to the family for those who died at the hands of his ignorance. And that's why I say this country is really fucked up, because there's a double standard. And while people are saying, well, it's because of the money, and someone did ask when he was sentenced, I'm talking about Ethan Couch again, someone did ask if this was a black person from a single parent home. And I don't know why they think that every person is from a single parent home. I was, but I came from a mother and father, obviously. But my mother raised me, never committed a crime. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm too busy trying to take care of my own family. But when someone said, what if this was a black person who had committed this act and came from a single parent home and came from a low income family, would he still have gotten probation? And then you turn around a year later in May in Austin, Texas, the same state, different jurisdiction, but a black kid, and I don't know his family background, but he commits a crime where he kills 4 people in his vehicle. And the answer to that question, is there you have it. But yes, this is a very fucked up situation. And again, I'm going to keep up to speed with this. I don't know if there's going to be any type of appeal for Rashad Owens. I hope they do. What he did was wrong. And do I think he should get a lighter sentence, life in prison? He committed the crime. He negatively impacted those families. So yes, he deserves to serve time. Life in prison, a life for life. So I say yes. But I say the same thing for Ethan Couch. He deserved life in prison as well. Life plus, because he's evading justice. Anyway, if you like this video, I hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook. Peace.